there, welcome to Take 10 with EnviroKlenz. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Sarah.
And Take 10 is where we take 10 minutes out of the day to discuss different ways on how to live a non-toxic lifestyle. Last time we talked about different chemicals that could be in the flooring of your home and different ways on how to mitigate those from the flooring of your home so that you're not breathing in these toxins. Today we're going to look at some different techniques for non-toxic cleaning. Most cleaning products that you have in your home contain toxins, so we're going to discuss different ways on how you can remove these toxins from your home and different alternatives that you can use instead of using these toxic products.
So we're going to go over ways to naturally clean and remove toxins from your hard surfaces, your soft surfaces, and your air. So first up is hard surfaces. What's harmful about the chemicals used to clean like your floor, your countertops, your tables, your furniture, any other hard surface, is that your children and even your pets and even you spend a lot of time touching these hard surfaces.
Especially kids.
Yeah, kids and pets. Pets, like they're running around and they clean themselves with their
paws. Yeah.
And then children too, like you were saying, they stick their hands on everything. They put their mouth and they put everything in their mouths, and lots of things are happening. And they end up ingesting whatever is on those hard surfaces, including the cleaning agent. Liquid cleaners that we use, they contain ammonia, calcium hypochlorite, which is bleach, citric acid, sodium hypochlorite, sodium hydroxide, acetic acid. The list goes on and on and on and on. And that's definitely not something we want our little ones or ourselves to be putting in their bodies. So the typical solution to using chemical cleaners to still get a clean flooring and clean counters is to use a splash of vinegar, maybe some essential oils, and just some water, and then mop or clean with that. And then for wood and stainless steel, I've seen people use olive oil and vinegar mixed with water.
Really?
Well, because the olive oil, it's going to clean it and polish it, and then you have the vinegar and water to decrease. So those are common methods that you could use. Although this is better than chemical cleaners by 1,000,000%, does leave you with like a smell, especially if you use essential oils and then vinegar, and also the performance. It works, but it doesn't work as well as we would want it to. We all know that just grabbing your normal cleaner tends to be more effective. While the chemicals and the phthalates that are in the chemicals are harmful, they make your home have that clean smell, and they keep it looking shiny and beautiful.
Which is what people tend to want.
And vinegar doesn't have these. It will disinfect, but your home will definitely look and smell like you cleaned with vinegar.
Yeah, there's nothing worse to me than the smell of vinegar.
Absolutely.
I hate that smell, so.
So the solution would be to use more organic brands, even though those are still going to have chemicals, but they're going to be better for you. And so definitely look for something that has the fewest ingredients, I would say. So if you use those natural cleaners, you should follow it up. You can use the EnviroKlenz Everyday Odor Eliminator, and it will neutralize the residual chemicals, and it will make it safe for your family to be around. So just a quick pass with your mop, your normal cleaning, and then to keep yourself from breathing in too many of those toxins or to keep your little ones from ingesting them, then follow up with the Everyday Odor Eliminator just to neutralize those chemicals before they have a chance.
What's also great is not only are you neutralizing the chemicals, but you're not going to be having these fragrance smells in your home. I know a lot of people like the fragrance smells in your home, but they contain a lot of toxic chemicals. And so for me, when I use it, I take pleasure in knowing that there's not going to be an odor left. So. So soft surfaces, one of the challenges with cleaning a soft surface is it's really hard to evenly disperse the liquid cleaner by hand, which is why many cleaners for carpets are powder-based. There's instructions to use wet water extractors or vacuum usually when you clean a soft surface. Some of the cleaning agents for soft and upholstery surfaces are, like carpet shampoos often have really high levels of toxic substances in them. And some of these could include perchloroethylene and ammonia hydroxide. It takes more effort to remove the residuals of the chemicals once it's on the surface.
Yeah, because it's soaking in.
Yeah, so there's a good chance that these chemicals will be left hanging around for long periods of time.
Yeah, and it'll keep building up because other things will get attracted to it and stick to it.
So some common solutions that people tend to use on their soft surfaces is their trusty vinegar and water mixture. So they usually use this with a carpet shampooer and then use baking soda to deodorize any odors that are left on the surface. So the same issues that this has with hard surfaces pertain to the soft surfaces as well.
If not worse. And then like baking soda works okay. And then if you do use it like as a deodorizer for like your like couch or something, then it's very limited. It won't do tons. It has to be there for a long period of time and actively working. It won't remove odors long term.
Yeah. For the soft surfaces, you can also use the EnviroKlenz Everyday Odor Eliminator. So this will just help to neutralize the odors and the chemicals on the soft surface. With soft surfaces, we recommend diluting the product. So usually we recommend 4 parts warm water, 1 part product. And a lot of times it's really easy just to put in a spray bottle, mix it up, and you can just spray it right directly onto the surface. And it'll make sure that there's no chemical residues left on the surface and no odors. So win-win.
Absolutely. You've done your hard surfaces, you've covered your soft surfaces, the last thing is your air.
Yes.
So things like air fresheners, plug-ins, candles, they all make your home smell nice and helps you get into the mood for a season, or helps you just like center your mind, however you like to use scents. But it's actually just a representation of some really harmful chemicals.
Yeah.
Candles are easier to replace because if you use like a soy candle or we've talked about this in a video in the past, or an essential oil diffuser, you can still get those scents without the toxic chemicals.
Yep.
But you should definitely stay clear from plug-ins, air fresheners, for sure, because you forget that they're just chemicals.
Yeah, they contain a lot of nasty stuff.
Yeah, and they're just masking agents too. So if your home smells like a pet or like BO or anything like that, then you might think it smells better, but it's really just masking it.
Yeah.
And so the chemicals in these cleaning products are things like benzene, formaldehyde, styrene, and more phthalates.
Yeah.
So lots of scary things.
All the good stuff.
Yeah. So the normal solution, the obvious solution is to get an air purifier. And the most common is carbon, which we've talked about in the past. That's the most common technology used in air purifiers because carbon does absorb. It's really good at absorbing.
Yeah.
And that's all it does. It just absorbs things, and it does fill by weight. So whenever it does fill up, it gets really heavy. And then it'll start re-releasing the chemicals back into your environment.
Yeah, we like to say like a sponge. Once you squeeze it, it all comes out once it's full.
And so with all the stuff that's floating in your air, like your VOCs, the chemicals, the toxins, the mold-generated VOCs, that's just a lot to ask for a piece of carbon, which is just essentially a sponge.
Yeah.
So our solution would be the EnviroKlenz mobile air system.
Yes.
Yeah, it uses, so it does absorb kind of like carbon, but it uses our patented adsorptive neutralization process, and it actually captures and neutralizes the harmful things in your air.
Yeah.
So instead of just filling up and then having the chance of releasing, it actually absorbs and then breaks it down as it's absorbing to neutralize it.
And the best thing is not only do you get protection against chemicals, VOCs, and noxious odors, but you also get particulate removal with our hospital-grade HEPA filter with the 2-stage filtration. So you're getting double protection, people. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Take 10. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and also write down below in the comments section what you guys use for non-toxic cleaning methods, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The refinishing products for hardwood floor, they contain high concentrations of VOCs, and those include formaldehyde, toluene, and arsenic.
The apartment that I am living in now, when I first moved in, because it was a new apartment complex, right when I moved in, because it has hardwood flooring, there was like that smell in there, and that probably was due to the new flooring that was placed and some of the chemicals and VOCs that were being released into the air.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you first walk into like a new home, you're like, oh, it smells so new and nice, but then after you're in there for like even like an hour or two, it like drives you insane.